We will be coming on live here shortly. Uh, Going to throw a few little video clips up, but not a lot from tonight. I'll do a full video of recap of tonight's memorial sometime in the future. Tonight we're going to talk about. Coming on live here shortly. Whoops. Tonight we're going to talk about the Discovery video that was dropped, but I did want to give you a little quick shot of where the memorial was. This was after it was over, so don't let that crowd fool you. It was a great turnout today, and we're glad it happened and the way it happened. We'll talk a little bit about that today, but we're mainly gonna be going over the Discovery video. I'll be on in probably 5 or 10 minutes. All right, we're going to get started here in, if I just chunk my camera off the end of my microphone though, which doesn't work good when that doesn't stay up, so now we'll see here. We'll see. We're going to kick this thing off, get this video going. Got my headphones on because I'm going to try to listen along with you guys. I don't know if I'm going to make any commentary, but we're going to check out the couple of videos they released via Channel 9 News or whatever. This is the discovery video of KK telling her story. I haven't even been able to watch these because we've been at the prayer vigil tonight. It was a great prayer vigil. It was a good time, but they dropped these videos in the middle of the prayer vigil, which was kind of crazy when you think about it. So I was talking to Sam about that. He was like, it was kind of poor timing. So anyway, we're going to start these videos. We're going to let the audio play out. I may make a little bit of commentary over them depending on what happens. So we'll go from there. Let's see if I can just shrink my butt down just a little bit. And that way nobody can steal my videos later, right? Isn't that what y'all do for this for? We could throw myself down here. We can kill that logo. That way y'all can get my my reactions, because I haven't seen this video yet. So you'll get my reactions as this thing happens. We may do some phone calls later if you guys want to make comments about this video. Let me make sure my phone is getting charged if it needs to be charged. Oh, we're fully charged. So we may do some phone call videos here in a little bit. We're going to kick off with nope, I don't want to kick off with that one. I want to kick off with inside the apartment. Now this video happens to be like 20 minutes long, so we're going to go with it, listen to it, and go from there.
20 seconds before you start talking. Yeah. It's rolling for like
everybody's
10,
ears.
15 more seconds, just to make sure. Otherwise, it won't pick up the sound. Okay. Hey Kevin, is Eric coming in?
So that's Greg Slater.
So, okay, it's 11:15, again on the 21st of December 2018. We're inside Kelsey's apartment with Crystal. Her attorney's with us. So, tell me, when you came in, what did you see?
When I first walked in, I saw blood all over the floor. I saw blood up the wall. Saw blood on this wall. That's what I first saw.
All right, can you tell me what the positioning, where the couch was, and where the coffee table was?
The couch was right here by the door.
Okay.
And the coffee table was lengthwise about 2 feet from the fireplace.
And when you say 2 feet from the fire, was it in front of it? Was it to the side?
To the side of it.
Okay. And then what else was in here? I know it's kind of torn up right now, but...
There were 2 chairs right there with a TV on top of it.
All right.
There was a bunch of baby toys around the front.
Okay.
There were some blankets on the couch and some pillows.
Okay. Hey, just so you know, the camera's rolling when we're recording this, so... Okay. That. You want me to do this too? I think we're okay with the photos right now. I just wanted to point out a few things. Gotcha. In a minute. So, again, if you started the door open, can you go ahead and tell me where the TV was?
There's the wall.
All right. And when you said that, where did you start putting on all the stuff you brought?
Right here at the door.
Okay, what'd you do with your bag?
I set it right here.
Okay. And you put your stuff on. And what did you start cleaning up first?
I started picking up things that were blood splattered that I would have a hard time getting blood out of.
Okay. Can you specifically show us, in the interview you told us that you had left blood spots. Can you show me where you left those? And then I'd like Eric to go ahead and take a photograph of those areas. Okay.
There?
All right.
Right there.
All right, so can you go ahead and point to the first one and just let Eric will tell you where to, when he's ready to take the
I don't
picture.
see it now, but it was maybe right there. I know it was down low and then on up high. Slide back at least. I'm pretty sure those are the two spots.
Did you leave blood anywhere else that
Yeah.
you didn't clean up?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
There was a baby gate. And I put it back here, but I don't see it.
Okay. Okay, so they took the baby gate.
Okay.
Is this where you put it?
I put it back here, yes.
All right. Did you touch or manipulate anything in here while you were in here?
Yeah, I put laundry detergent in the washing machine and towels in there. I had been instructed to try to wash things,
Okay.
and I didn't do that.
You said a towel?
There might have been a couple of towels that I put inside the washing machine, but they were just towels from dirty laundry. They didn't have anything on them that I was aware of.
Do you remember what color they were?
Red.
Okay. And do you remember where you got the detergent from?
I believe it was sitting with the washing machine.
You do. Okay. And just looking in there now. Do you want to see?
Oh, maybe it wasn't, because
Okay.
maybe, I don't know. I don't remember where it
All
was
right.
from,
Okay.
but it came from here.
All right. So moving into the bathroom here, can you tell me what you saw in here and what you cleaned up?
I didn't see anything. I was specifically told to clean the bathroom.
Okay.
But I didn't see anything. There might have been blood. There was a lot of blood. So
Where?
they're on the floor, all over the floor. And there may have been bloody footprints in here, but I don't specifically remember.
Okay.
I wiped the sink down. I wiped the toilet, the top of the toilet. I turned on the shower just in case there was stuff in the bottom. I didn't see anything in the bottom of the shower.
All right. So if I understand you correctly, you saw blood on the floor or no? In the bathroom, do you remember?
I don't remember.
All right. Okay. So coming out, can you show me or tell me where you got additional trash bags from?
Right there.
Okay, that's the empty. Okay. Anything else in here that you grabbed?
There was a white bucket, like a white cleaning bucket.
Okay.
But I don't see it in there.
All right. Do you recognize any of this stuff?
This?
And what are you pointing to?
See the chest? The back of it was facing this way. It's all blood splattered on the back.
Okay.
This is the TV that was sitting up there.
All right. And did you say, correct me if I'm wrong, did you say that you cleaned off some of the appliances?
I did. I wiped there was blood on the front of the dishwasher. There was blood on the front of the stove. There was, that cinnamon roll pan had blood on the tinfoil on top of it.
So so let me go back. There was tinfoil on top of it?
On top of the cinnamon roll pan, and it was sitting right there.
And what'd you do with the tinfoil?
I put it in the rest of the stuff.
Okay.
There was blood on top of the coffee maker. There was blood. In fact, I had to climb up. There was a blood spatter up high.
How'd you climb up?
I just climbed up right here on the counter. If you take down that stuff,
Yeah.
if you look in that stuff, I didn't go through it. There may be stuff up in that. There was blood spatter on the side of here and on the front of the cabinet.
So when you say blood spatter on there, can you go ahead and point to the areas
Here, down this.
Okay, hold on, let me get a picture of it. Go ahead, put your finger.
Has somebody went through all that now? Because there may be blood in there. I didn't look at it.
All right. Is there blood anywhere else?
There was, I noticed some on some of these appliances, and so I wiped it and pitched it in the sink.
Right.
So anything that was in the sink, I don't know, I don't remember exactly,
Okay.
but I had put it in the sink.
So if we were to use that piece of wood trim there, can you use that piece of wood and point to where that blood is that you cleaned up?
It's got nails sticking out, so be careful on the back.
Just hold it there for a second. Okay. Can you tell me where the Bible was, or the religious book that you said had Okay. He's going to get a picture of that so you can...
Did you lift the blinds and look at the glass? Because there may be blood back there too.
Okay. So let me ask you something. Do you see the curtain rod?
Yes.
Is that the condition it was in? Do you remember?
No, it was not.
Tell me what you know.
It was straight, but to get the curtains off, I had to climb up and undo, and it was straight. And after I got done with it, it wasn't straight anymore.
Okay. Can you also, let me try to find something different. You can point, just down there for a minute.
He's going to have her point out the blood on the wall
If I
here.
understand you correctly, you did not use any of Kelsey's supplies other than some of the cleaning stuff, the racks, or the towels and what?
God, this is so
So with
sad.
this broom, can you point to the area where you saw and cleaned blood up on the wall? And just hold it there so we get a picture of that. Okay, anywhere else?
It was, the spray was from here all the way. I had to clean up underneath here, and it was all down here. And I know that I didn't get.
There's definitely something going on. We'll address her behavior.
I don't know that I got some of this underneath here because I didn't move the chairs to get it.
Okay. Right, so then upstairs, can you take us upstairs and show us where the blood that you saw up there? Watch your feet.
Let me just use that.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably be in the way, so I want you to
There
go
were
ahead and...
just bloody footprints all up the stairs. And
Can you squeeze in front of me?
Got it. Anywhere else in here?
not that I saw.
No. Did you go on the other side of the bed?
No, I did not.
Okay. All right. So you're talking about that pumpkin thing you ran me?
Yeah, and any of the, I didn't clean any of this stuff, this decorative, and there was blood spatter clear up on here and on the blind.
So can you tell me the condition of the blinds when you were here, the drapes?
They were open and hanging and blood spatter.
Okay, so when you say open, how far open were they?
They were all the way, there was able to have blood spatter from here all the way across
Okay.
to here.
So when you're talking blood spatter, I mean, how much are you talking about?
There wasn't much here. It was just spots
Okay.
that I was able just to wipe.
All right.
This had blood all over it too.
And you're pointing to the rocking chair. All right.
This had blood on it.
Okay.
There was blood on the front of that picture.
Do you remember the fireplace and where about on the fireplace, if, because I think you said in the interview there was some blood.
On the rough out, but
Watch this.
I don't see it now, but I just remember just leaving it alone because
Okay.
of the rough out blood.
What?
Why do you think she just left it alone?
Derek, can you point, if you remember, where the tooth was?
Use the broom.
Around the tooth, what was there, if anything?
Blood.
All right. Is there anything else that you remember?
I moved the couch. I wiped the couch off. There was blood behind the couch down the wall. There was a stand, some sort of stand right there by the couch, and the lamp and that basket were on it. I worked from that side all the way around, did the upstairs, and then I did the bathroom and the kitchen and mopped the floors, and then out.
All right. So you had also talked, excuse me, about cookie cutters.
They were in that cabinet, he said.
They were in the cabinet?
They were in the cabinet. He specifically told me to get those out and clean them.
All right. And do you know how many there were?
It was a baggie.
It was a baggie. Did you see anything on the baggie?
I didn't.
Okay. All right. So if I understand correctly, you kind of were in this area first in the living room, and then from the living room you went upstairs, and then you came back downstairs, went into the bathroom, and then came in and cleaned the floor, and then left. Okay.
She's definitely on something. We're going to get to that. We're going to discuss her attitude, her actions, all of that.
Baby gate was when you saw it? When you came in?
It was right here.
She said the baby gate was in the
And
room.
there's blood on the wall here. There's blood on the wall here, and there was blood right here.
Okay. Was
Interesting.
there any blood on the TV, do you remember?
Yeah, there was blood on the TV.
Okay.
There was blood on the chairs. There's blood on this chair. There's blood on the table. There's blood on the Hobby Lobby bag that was sitting there.
Okay.
Interesting.
Good to go. Anything else that you remember or want to talk about in this area, here in her place?
Not that I remember right now, but if I do remember something,
Okay.
you might flip that couch up because I didn't do anything with the bottom of the couch. So if there's anything underneath there may be.
Okay. All right.
She's on something,
There
folks.
was blood on that.
She definitely
Okay.
is on something.
That vase, but I cleaned the vase.
Okay. All right. Ms. Nielsen, you have anything? Okay. We're going to go ahead and shut the video off and leave. It's now 11:30.
Can I have 1 second though?
So, yeah, that's some craziness. We'll dive right into the other video out at the ranch. I just want to address a few things that are in this video, and that is she's on something. It could be coke, it could be meth, it could be a mixture of prescription medicines at the time. I would think that at this point she's on some sort of anxiety medicine, but her actions are, a lot of you had said this and mimicked, her actions are a lot familiar with someone who would be on coke. Now, the sniffling and that kind of stuff, it's hard for me to use that as an example because she's coming from Idaho. This is the 21st. She has, on the 20th, she was deposed or interrogated in Colorado Springs, and so she's had to go through back and forth with the cops, the weather up and down. She could easily, I would probably say some sort of anxiety meds at best. I'm not going to sit here and say she's on coke or meth or any of that, but this twitching that she's doing and she's not rubbing her nose a lot though. That would be a sure telltale if she was doing this or touching her face a lot. But because she's doing the twitch and the move, she's on something. She's definitely had some emotions. She's definitely been crying. Fear, all that, I don't necessarily see that in her. It's so weird. There is something. This is true. No, Jane, you're right. If she was on some sort of meth or coke, she wouldn't be able to quit talking. But she's on something. Horse drinks, steroids. It could be a lot of things, but the twitch is what gets me. It's the twitch that's giving her away from me. So, what do you think of what she said? I kind of don't know what to think of her story because they didn't find that much blood. Like, they found some blood in some areas in which she pointed, but it wasn't like somebody's saying it's neurological issues. She definitely could have some post-traumatic stress or something. So it's hard to tell, but we're gonna skip right over to. Oh, that sucked. I just threw myself out of the equation. Flipped myself over upside down and backwards. Better do a quick... that's going to be fun for you guys. Where did my... there we go. We're going to throw up the next video, which will be the... ranch video. We're going to go right into playing this. We'll come back, we'll talk, we'll answer some of these questions. She definitely was numb to the situation. Didn't feel like there was much genuine emotion. Let's watch her at the ranch. Let's watch the ranch video. Let's see how she acts at the ranch.
Okay, today is December 21st, 2018. It's about 8:30 p.m. or a.m. and we're up at Patrick Frazee's property. So, Crystal, can you again kind of just describe to us right now, first the container. If you can describe the container that we talked about yesterday again.
The container was a black plastic tote that was about this tall and about that wide.
Okay. And you mentioned that there was some clips on it or some strapping or something?
Some metal clips on the side to hold it closed.
Okay. Can I ask? Go ahead.
Did it have a lid?
The lid, yeah, the clip held the lid on.
Okay. Was it a hinged lid or a loose lid after you took the cups off?
I believe it was a hinged lid.
Okay. And what color was it?
Black.
Black.
And Crystal, just so you know, this is Steve DeFrance. He's with the FBI Emergency Response Team. Okay. So he's going to be doing the processing up here. And then as far as the container, the tub, if you will, that tote container was put in, can you describe that again? The burn type.
The where the burn occurred, where the tote was put.
Yeah, where it was put into, that aluminum.
It was an aluminum water trough, round, no bottom on it. Probably, so from me to the gentleman with the hat, big, and then same, it was round, but the diameter was probably from me to him.
It had no bottom on it?
There was no bottom.
Okay. And
the bottom was rusted out.
And where exactly did Patrick get that?
I believe he got it from up.
What is up there that you remember just off the top of your head?
Kind of just extra board, just a catch-all for unneeded supplies.
I feel like they could have got a better camera than just the body cam footage. They should have brought a real camera out.
No shed.
Okay, all right. So with that said, when you came up, where did you park the Jetta?
Initially, I parked it where those trucks are.
Okay, so can you?
So, I'm going to tell you start to finish when I first got here.
Okay.
I parked the Jetta right there.
And when you say right there, you're pointing
by the
towards
truck.
Which truck?
The Ford, the middle Ford.
Okay, the one between the car and that bigger truck?
Yes.
Okay.
I parked it right there. I got out. I spoke with him. We talked for probably an hour and a half. He needed to do his chores. He went in and got his little girl. I carried his little girl around while he finished.
That right there makes me sick.
I didn't go to the Passat.
Oh, okay.
Sat in the Passat with the little girl because it was snowing. From there, I told him I have to leave. He gave me Kelsey's phone and gave me instructions on what to do with the phone. Do you need me to go through all of that again, or can I just tell you what I was doing with the vehicles and the process?
I think we have an agreement with your attorney that we can't get into a lot of that stuff at this point. We're going to go back and talk again so that we can get into that later.
Okay.
Okay?
From there, I drove the Passat down to Woodland Park. I drove the Passat back, parked it at the Conoco. He met me at the Conoco. From there, I got in the truck with him.
Okay.
When we got back, we parked the truck up on top of the hill. I took his truck back to the Conoco and got the Passat, brought the Passat back to here, and I parked it at the top of the hill.
All right. So can you tell us now, can you walk us to where you parked and what you did after you parked?
This is it's pretty sickening when you start thinking about what she did.
Right where?
Right here.
Okay. I'm sorry?
in front of the dog kennel.
Okay.
And then,
I'll just get next to her while
Yeah.
she's describing so we can pick all this up.
this is where the aluminum top was, and this is where the burn occurred.
Okay, so
So this is where
Real
they're saying the
quickly.
burn took
were
place.
you able to tell by looking at this now, as you can see there's a discoloration in the dirt? Was this the same way it was when you were up here, if you remember? Is this the same looking dirt here, or?
Prior to the burn, no, the dirt was this color.
The dirt was the red color?
Yeah.
Okay. And about where was the trough?
They should make her take those little glasses off.
Right here in the middle, like right in there.
All right. And as you look around here, do you recognize anything that's different, or that is how this is appearance that you remember back when you were up here? Does that make sense?
Have there been any changes
Yeah.
to
Do you notice anything that's different?
besides the truck being parked here, and the blue truck being parked right there? The blue truck wasn't parked right there.
Okay.
Other than that, no, I don't.
Okay. Is there anything here that resembles the container, the tote, if you will, that you've described?
Those black totes that are sitting up there.
Okay. And tell me what, as far as those containers are concerned, how similar are those to the ones that you saw Patrick take off from the barn?
After I've seen those, I believe that they're identical. I thought that maybe the clamps were on the side earlier, but I'm positive that the totes are identical to that one.
Okay.
Do you know what's in those?
I do not know what's in those.
Were those there when you were here?
I believe so.
Okay. And that metal setup was
Yeah.
there as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Where is it now, if you can direct us to where Patrick got the trough?
I don't know where he got the trough from.
Where were you? Was it here?
The trough was here on his property. I was down at the bottom of the hill looking at the horses.
Okay. And where was Patrick's truck parked?
Which truck?
The truck that you guys went to the barn and came back with?
Nikki
the tote?
does say she looks skinnier,
After
which means
tote
she
came
might have been
back.
on the coke.
It was parked right here. Up.
Okay.
And then I took it and went and got that car. So it was parked at the Conoco.
Okay, I'm a little confused. I'm sorry. I don't...
We brought the tote here.
Okay.
We unloaded the tote.
Okay.
I got in his truck.
She
I drove
unloaded the
truck back
tote.
to the
We
Conoco
unloaded the
and got
tote.
in the Passat.
Okay.
I left his truck at the Conoco.
All right.
I brought the Passat up here.
Okay.
I removed belongings from the trunk.
The little
and put it
twitch
into
is
the burn.
very, very
Was the
telling.
fire going at the time?
Yes.
Were you present when he started the fire?
Yes, I was.
Okay.
And can I, the truck that you're referring to, which truck is that?
The red Toyota.
So, can you...
I don't remember her
remember
doing this for the guilty plea that.
Did you say that there was something back up there? Up towards...
I don't
back
remember
here?
that
There was some wood.
at all
Okay.
during the
Can you show us where?
court
Where-
stuff. Yeah, I don't know what would cause that or what would be going on with that, but yeah, there's something going on with her and whatever's she's going through. So
This has all been cleaned up better since I was here.
Okay.
There was a pile of wood and kind of rubble here.
When you say wood and rubble, can you describe to me what wood would be?
Pallets, and logs,
Okay. And rubble?
just what appeared to be maybe scrap metal, T-post fencing.
Okay.
It wasn't organized like this.
What's T-post fencing?
T-post.
Oh, got it. What did you, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe yesterday you said that you also collected wood and put into the burn pit?
Yes, I did.
Where did you collect the wood from?
Here.
I'm sorry?
From here.
Sorry, the dogs are barking. Okay. And what type of wood was it? Do you remember?
2x4.
Okay. Got it. The, anything else up here that you recall, or did you go anywhere else, or did you see Patrick go anywhere else? What about the accelerant? Do you know what that, obviously
It was gas.
Okay.
And then he also threw in motor oil.
Are you able to show us where he got those from?
I can't show you where he got those from.
Okay.
He had them sitting out here.
And can you show us where those were sitting out?
Yes.
The crazy thing is they should ask her, did you know Kelsey was in the tote? I mean, maybe they've already asked her and they can't ask her that because of the deal they've made with her. They definitely have made some deal with her, and it's obvious he says that as they made a deal with her.
They were sitting right here, next to the trailer.
Okay, and is there anything here that looks like the containers that anything was in?
That gas can may have been used. I don't remember exactly what the gas can looked like that he was using.
Okay. What about the oil?
The oil was just in a quart oil jug.
Did it have any markings or writings on it?
Not that I saw.
We're talking about kind of the rectangular with the spout on the side, kind of typical
Yes, yes, sir.
quart of oil. Okay.
That was all sitting here. How many gas tanks were there?
I only saw one
Okay.
that he was using. I didn't notice if there were more.
What color was it?
I believe it was red.
Now, that obviously is white and red. Was it?
White and red. I
Do you remember?
don't.
Okay.
I just remember it was a gas can.
All right. And is that, in your opinion, is that about the size, or do you know?
I believe that that's about the size.
Do you know if he has a lot of those?
I don't know.
Okay. And anything else you can recall about where you went or anything? You had mentioned that there was a corrugated, a metal roof type thing put over top of the flame?
Like tin corrugated roof that was put over top of the truck.
Okay. And where did that come from?
I don't know where he got it. I'm imagining he got it from the pile of stuff back up the hill.
And
I didn't see him bring it down.
okay. Did you see him put it on there?
I did see him put it on there.
And where were you when you saw him put that on?
I was, I had just pulled up in the car and was standing back here.
Okay, where'd you park the car?
I parked the car right there, and
Oh,
I
the
walked
tin?
up to here, and he was putting the tin on.
And when you say you were by here, where were you? Where was the car? Okay. You had also mentioned that at one point Patrick's mom came out and stood on the deck. Looking over towards the house, can you tell me where you saw his mom?
I could just see her stuck out between the two trees.
Okay.
Here, so there's the wire dog kennel.
All right.
If you just go right straight past that, the edge of the wire dog kennel, she came out to about there and then turned and went back in the house.
So to identify the deck that you're talking about, is
The
there any?
front deck.
Okay, and is there anything on there that you can identify now that would replicate or tell us, not replicate, but identify the front deck? Do you see anything on there? Is it the one with the umbrella?
Yes.
All right.
Thanks.
All right, sure.
Can I ask a couple of follow-up questions? So the trough, from what you described, sounded roughly 5 or 6 feet in diameter. Pretty big. You like to stick around?
Yeah.
Well, how about
Okay.
we do this? Is there anything on the property that you can see right now that is the size?
It's bigger than that. It's bigger than that trough. And I believe that's a 50-gallon trough. Would you? I want to say it was a 100-gallon trough, but I don't want to be incorrect because I'm not sure. But it was bigger than that round trough, but similar height, similar aluminum, but bigger.
Kind of straight walled like that?
Yes.
Okay, and then the tin that he put on top, how big of sheets were those? Did they cover the whole thing?
He had about 4 different, maybe 3 different sections of it, but they were
Okay.
long but not very wide.
Okay. And can you describe what they look like? Did they have a color
Green.
to them?
They were green.
Okay.
Similar to the green on the house?
There's some things up here that she should
Can
probably
we
look
walk
at.
up and look at a couple things up there?
Just so you know, we're going to do some major breakdown. We're going to zoom in on her face here in just a little bit. I want to watch these all the way through. I haven't even seen these all the way through, but I'm pulling some clips. We're going to do some zoom ins on that tick. We're going to find out exactly what that is. We're going to slow that down. We'll get through that. I'm working on that video right now so that we can zoom that in and see that.
So you see anything around that would be consistent?
These, it looks like these.
Okay. About that width?
No wider than that.
A little wider than that?
Yeah.
Anything else you could think of that we should probably look at why we have you here?
Yeah, look for, where is Kelsey? Where is Kelsey? Where is Kelsey?
Can you describe what else went into the
Where
fire?
is Kelsey?
Pallets went into the fire.
Mhm.
The materials from her home.
You notice how the twitch is gone right now?
In what?
Garbage bags. Everything's in garbage bags.
She's not twitching right now. She's not doing that
Garbage
thing.
bags, white garbage bags.
2 white garbage bags and I believe 4 black garbage bags.
Yeah, she's not doing that twitch thing right
Gasoline,
now.
motor oil. There were a couple of buckets. He poured gasoline in the bucket and pitched it into the fire.
Bucket, like a clean
White,
bucket?
a
Okay.
white, like,
This woman's a...
maybe there used to be like a
Fudge.
mineral bucket for like,
We use the F word.
or like a feed bucket, you know, just a little white bucket.
Yeah, she's not twitching at all right now.
I don't
I think she's faking it too. It almost looks
The whole
faked,
bin,
Sonny.
That black bin went in?
It almost looks faked.
Did you see what any of this looked like after the burn?
But she's not doing it, see, because it's not an involuntary thing right now. Man, they should rip them sunglasses off her. Feed her to those dogs.
Is there anything with shingles?
I don't believe so.
Okay, it was just going to be the tin roofing that was put on there.
I believe that was all.
Anything else?
Not that I can remember at this time.
When she tells lies,
So he
huh?
just used scrap wood, he didn't use any firewood?
There
Taco
were some-
says
there
maybe
were
it's when
some-
she tells lies.
Yes, there was firewood too. Probably I
Like
would.
the stuff in front
Yeah,
behind
she's
the house.
normal right
I'm
now.
not.
Oh, there it is. There it is. That was the twitch.
What did he use to start the fire?
She's lying.
I know, but I mean, what was the? Was it a match? Was it a?
Get back
was
over
it a
there,
match?
camera.
Was it a flare,
A
a
match.
lighter, or what?
A match.
Do you know where he got that from?
I
Did you
don't.
see? Okay. Got it. Okay. Do you guys have any other things for the process?
Just about the bottom of the tote, or the bottom of the trough. How do you know there was no bottom of it?
He told me that it was rusted out.
But you could look in it and see dirt through the bottom.
Interesting. Rusted out
Okay.
trough.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
All right. We're going to go ahead and shut the camera off now, and we're going to go back to the car. Anybody have any questions? Yes, ma'am. We're going to step away.
So she's with her lawyer the whole time. That little blonde girl that's in the video, that's her lawyer. Just so you know, that's her lawyer that was with her. They turned the video off, which means it's going to shut off here in the next 30 seconds. There's a 30-second lag with audio on one and no audio, and then it's going to shut off. I didn't turn the audio off. That is the actual video. See, he just turned it back on.
Okay, Christy, you had a time to talk to your attorney. So can you explain to me what you wanted to clarify about what was thrown in to the fire by you?
So the things that were thrown into the fire by me were the belongings from Kelsey's house, the curtains, the pillows, the stuffed animals, the cleaning supplies, the towels, everything that I said on record prior to everything that I took from her house.
Okay.
I also threw in all the clothing that I was wearing, plus a pair of shoes that I had been wearing. And I believe that that's all that I had with me that I threw into the fire.
So what kind of shoes were you wearing?
They were black tennis shoes.
You know the brand?
Fila's.
And the clothing that you were wearing, can you just describe the clothing?
So I had on a white.
Look at her twitch. Look at her twitch. Look at her twitch. She's lying.
Underneath.
Look at the twitch.
I had a sweater and a pair of pants.
Okay, what was
She's
the color
lying.
of the sweater?
Gray.
And
Pants were black.
And did the pants, were they a particular brand of
She's
pants?
got that little peacock. I'm gonna call that the peacock from now on. So if I reference the peacock, you know what I'm talking
Socks,
about.
underwear, bra?
All of that I kept on.
Okay. Any kind of hair netting?
Cover for my hair and shoe coverings also. And gloves.
And
Look at the
just to
twitch, the
clarify,
peacock.
The Kelsey's purse and contents, you said that you had taken those out and threw those in?
No, those went to Idaho.
Those went to
Niggy's
Idaho.
over here doing the peacock.
Its contents
Niggy's doing the peacock.
Okay. And those were burned where?
at my property.
Those are the items that you threw in your clothing. Did he throw in
Watch when she
additional
answers.
clothing or other items in there other than...
Not that I was aware of, but not that I observed.
You mentioned toys. What kind of toys?
There were stuffed animals. There were,
Do you remember anything specific about the toys? Something if it survived
This
the
was
fire?
the 21st, so she could have been on coke and then got bigger for trial. Cause this is the 21st before.
I honestly don't recall which. I know that there were quite a few things. There were some like little building block things. There were some
Have any of
big-
you guys
big
caught
things
she's wearing a
that
black
were,
jacket?
like a white horse.
She visited the
I don't remember what
property
the other
more
one
than
was.
once. I know for a fact.
I think that's all that I can remember for certain.
The stuffed animals, can you say the size? Can you show us the size that they were?
Yeah.
Okay.
They were big stuffed animals.
What kind of stuffed animals? What were they?
Remember,
animals.
Patrick was
I
just
know that
arrested.
One was a horse,
Okay.
and I don't remember what the other one was.
All right. The building blocks, what were they made of?
Wood.
Okay. And did you say yesterday that there were some books as well?
Yes,
Okay.
they were in her belongings.
In whose belongings?
Kelsey's.
And where were those?
They got put in the burn too.
Okay. Any particular? Do you remember what the books were? By just.
One of them was her. I would imagine it was a Bible, and I don't know what the other one was.
Okay.
Was whose Bible?
It was in Kelsey's house, so I would imagine it was hers.
Did you take the Bible?
From her house.
Okay, and where did you
I would
take the
imagine it
Bible
was
from?
hers.
The windowsill.
Where?
You stole a Bible. You're going to hell, devil.
On the right-hand side of the windowsill by the picture.
Which windowsill, though?
The front windowsill.
The one by the fireplace?
South side.
Okay, and can you describe and show me what the size of that Bible was? So that's... Okay.
I don't know.
What color was it?
I don't.
Okay.
It may have been a book of... I know it was a religious book. I don't know that it was a Bible.
And that was on the windowsill?
Yes, sir.
All right. You also had mentioned that you found cookie cutters, or you took...
You're going to hell.
Yes.
What material were those made of?
Plastic.
Okay.
You're looking at the
Anything
devil
else
right now.
large or any other items that you can
According
remember
to
that you
Dan
took
May.
that may have survived the fire? Or that you took out of there?
We're going to do a close-ups. Don't worry, guys. We're going to get a close-up of this shot right here. You're going to be able to see her very close during this exchange. I've already got
I
that
don't know
video
what was in those
pulled
Hobby
up.
Lobby bags that were on the table. I didn't look through that, so I don't know what would have been in those bags. But they were blood splattered.
Were they heavy?
I don't recall them being heavy.
The cleaning supplies. What cleaning supplies did you bring and burn?
I brought the cleaning supplies I brought to here.
Right.
Bleach and Windex, and then cleaning rags from Urban Place.
Right. The bleach. What type of container? How many were there? How many bleach containers were there?
One bleach jug and a bottle that I put bleach and water in, a spray bottle.
Okay. The bleach bottle. Did it have any markings on it? Any brand name?
I don't remember if it had a brand name on it.
And is that the bleach? And where did you get that bleach bottle from?
My house.
Okay.
Do you remember the color or the brand of the motor oil?
It was just in a black motor oil. I don't remember the brand or any
The
writing
black
on it.
container. Black bottle.
Anything else? Okay. Did you want to talk? Okay. All right. We're going to go ahead and turn the camera off now, and it is 9 a.m.
Whoo-wee. All right, guys. I know you guys got a lot going, a lot of questions, a lot of starts, but there's a couple of videos I want to look at. We want to take a closer look at, and we're going to turn off the volume because that's inconsequential at the moment. We want to pull up. I want to blow up her face. I want to get close. I don't need to be so big on the screen. That's for dang sure. So we're let's bring up. I like that last clip that we just had of her because she looks the most normal. So there is some. There are some other clips we're going to bring up from inside the house. She definitely has more twitching going on at the house, and so we're gonna bring that up. We'll bring 4
black garbage bags.
We'll bring that up, but right now what we want to do is we want to blow this one up, and we want to look real good at Miss OKK. We want to get a good look at Miss KK right now. And we want to put her big. We want to watch her face. Now the sun's in this one. The sun's a little bit in this one, but we'll bring it. We want to look at her face. Just watch her mannerisms right now. Woo! Y'all just fell off. Just watch her mannerisms right now. You know. Now the sun's up in her face. They should have had a real camera on her. I might have to bring up another clip. This is not the best clip of her. I got another one I'm going to bring up. I'm sorry about this, guys. I keep throwing y'all off. Why is that getting... Oh, it's wrapped around my mouse. Sorry about that. Bunch of amateur video. Amateur night. Amateur night at dad with a phone. That's like real tangled now. Amateur night over here. Amateur hour. I got another video. This one's cool, but the sun. Had the sun not been a glare in her face, I gotta talk to them guys that took this video. They need to know how that was gonna work. They should have got a better video camera, actually, to be honest with you. I'm gonna pull up a different video though. I got another one here. I want to pull up another one. Media source. Okay, browse. I like this close-up better.
Is there anything here
This
that
one.
looks like the containers that anything was in?
That gas can may have been used. I don't remember exactly what the gas can looked like that he was
This
using.
one's definitely.
What
got a
about the
little
oil?
better shine on her
The
face
oil was
here.
just in a quart oil jug.
See, and we're gonna see.
Did it
some
have any
peacock.
markings or writings on it?
Not that I saw. Not that
We're
I-
talking about kind of the rectangular with the spout on the side, kind of typical
Yes.
Port
You see the
oil.
peacock. Oh, you see the peacock?
That was all sitting here. How many gas tanks were there?
I only saw one
Okay.
that he was using. I
KK
didn't
don't
notice
know
that
she
there were
about to
more.
be analyzed from
What
the
color?
world, bro.
I believe it was
She
red.
didn't know. Oh,
Now
can't
that
even hear me.
obviously
Listen to me,
is-
I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Chicken head moves. Yeah, the peacock. She doing the peacock. So. I don't know, guys. Something's up with her. You know, throughout these videos, it's obvious. It's not even like we're making something up, right? We're not making something up. We're not trying to find something when there's not something there to be found. That's what people need to understand when we're talking about. See that peacock move? That's for real happening right now. And, you know, I'm not 100% sure on what it is. Now, I want to say a few things about her sniffling. Some of the sniffs are KK, but some of those sniffs are the officer wearing the body cam. Remember? You got somebody right here. The officer's walking around. He or she's wearing the body cam, and so they're sniffing too. The peacock head, the twitch, and the things that are going on with her, you gotta believe that. Oh, see that? Now that's the peacock head right there. The twitch. Her neck gets straight. Maybe she's telling lies. We can go back and we can literally analyze everything and the voices and her change of demeanor. But you don't. And listen. Let's be honest for a second, okay? If we're seeing this on video, I guarantee you, CBI investigator Greg Slater didn't miss it. He didn't miss that. He knew what the hell was going on there. So it wasn't Greg Slater right there. He ain't missing Peacock. So don't think that she slid something by him. They went back and watched this video. The other departments, the defense, they went back and watched this video. You know, they went back and looked at old KK. They checked her out very, very, very well. I wish they would have had a little better video footage. Yeah, you can see the peacock. You can straight see the peacock. I don't even have to slow this down. I could. Yeah, see, y'all are seeing the peacock.
A strong one, a weak one.
I'm no liar, right? I'm no liar on the video. I don't know what that means in human behavior. I don't have a no college degree on watching liars. That though, and then when we go back to the other footage, when I show you this other footage real quick, let's pull up this other footage. Let's make sure it's not blowing you. Watch her in this other side. She doesn't do any of that. She looks pretty normal most of the time. Now, you can't see her face as good. You can't see the shadows in her face, but she's not doing that as much. And she's talking about different things, right? And so does it have something to do? Was it tweaking on Boulder? Boulder Snow. The Boulder Snow, huh? We're gonna pull in some footage from let's see here. I'm gonna pull in footage from in the house because she does it. She definitely does a little more of the tweaking in the house. Oh, I guess I'm gonna have to go pull that up here. Let's see what we got here. Give me 2 secs. Y'all
There
walk.
was some birdseed.
Peacocking. Yeah. Y'all heard that? Y'all heard the term peacock. That's what she's doing right there. I'm not 100% sure what I really don't know what it means. Does it mean something significant? We're sitting here, never digress to see,
Someone just said she is just as creepy as Patrick.
She is. That's the truth. I'm going to try to find a good... there was a good shot of her in the kitchen, I think, here, where we can see her profile and see how much peacocking she's doing. I kind of want to just... I'm going to just... You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just throw the whole thing in there and zoom in. That way we can watch it through. People can catch. All right, so what I'm going to do now, you guys have seen these clips from out there. These are just examples. You can watch the video yourself and see what we're talking about when we're talking about her peacocking or when she's going through this. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull back up the video from in the house. I need to kill the audio.
Hey, Shell.
Are they talking to you?
Yeah.
Nikki's back here talking in the background now.
I just read Shell's comment.
Oh. I'm going to zoom this in, bad boys, and she's going to become center screen.
Everyone's cracking me up.
Get her all center screen here in just a sec. Get this baby zoomed in because they didn't have a proper camera. They should have a proper camera, not this body cam crap. Let's be honest, this body cam, they could have done a lot better, so... Oh, where are we at? Come on. Oh, I don't want that one. Don't worry, I'm going to get you. Don't worry, I'm going to take care of you. Just a sec. Just a sec. There we go. Now we'll keep her in the middle. We'll keep her as center as I can center her. And we'll blow this video up as center. Again, they should have had a proper video camera on her. But let's watch her. See what comes up with this. You know, they should have had a video camera on her the entire time with proper zoom in, zoom out. But we're stuck with what we got, folks. And what we got is Dad with the phone's about to bring y'all into his world. We're going to try to do the best we can with what we're given, and we'll keep her center screen. You'll be able to see her as close up as you're going to be able to get. And she's explaining to Greg Slater there the video. People, now we got a photo guy. Come on, get your hands out the middle. Photo guy's there. Again, I'm going to keep her center screen as much as she's center screen, but if my camera guy doesn't keep her in the screen, I can't do nothing for you. They should have had a regular camera, not a body cam footage. Important case like this, you're giving deals away. Come on, bro. I'm right down the street, Greg. You could have called me, man. I was out front anyway. You know what I'm saying? I got to go back and look at my footage to see how many times I got her on video going in this house. There's the peacock. Oh, that was the first peacock I saw. I ain't even watching y'all's chat. I should be watching y'all's chat now.
I know you've been missing all kinds of stuff.
What y'all asking? I wonder if Patrick tried to get... Oh. You going to play the radar clip? Oh, I need to play the radar clip. Yes. I will play the radar clip. We ain't going nowhere.
I didn't quite catch that. Could you please repeat it?
Freaking Siri.
I'm listening.
I'll play radar. Radar's coming, folks. Everybody wants to see the dog clip. The radar clip's not as strong as people think it is. And I got to be honest that the jury, I mean the defense talks about this. Shut up, Siri. Look at this fat cunt. Sorry about that, folks. Stay with her, man. Stay with her. Stay with her. Stay with her. Go. Go. Walk, bro. Walk, bro. Get with her. Why aren't you with her? Oh, here we go. We'll get close-ups now. Now we're going to get some close-ups. Get with her. Get with her. Get with her. Get with her. I'm trying to talk to this cameraman here. Keep this little peacock in the middle here. See that? You see that, guys? That, God, I don't know what that is. Is that drugs? Is that sniffles? What is that? What do you think that is? Look at her. Look at her. She ain't normal. Look at her. Look at her. Something's going on. Something's going on. Look at her. Something's going on. Oh, what are you up to, girl? What are you up to? I'm really wanting to see and get close up of Crystal Lee right now. Just kind of see and you know, body cam footage is just poor quality. You know, it's not meant to get cops in trouble. Look at her. She's twitching like crazy right there. The demons. Someone said it's the demons. It's the demons. Hey, that wouldn't be no far off from the truth. The Bible talks about uncontrollable convulsions. She got a demon in her, you think? Y'all think she got a demon in her? Look at her. Look at her. You think if Greg Slater would have said, out in the name of Jesus, she would have freaking flopped like a fish? She might have flopped like a fish if he would have mentioned Jesus. Ooh, the devil. The devil. What you got?
Drugs.
Drugs. The demons. She got the demons in her. Y'all getting close up right now. Dad with the phone's trying to keep up with his cameraman. He's not very good. I'm trying to keep her center screen, but it's harder than you think. I'm trying to get y'all zoomed in and keep her center screen. So, look at them demon convulsions. Somebody should have mentioned the name of Jesus during this interview. She probably would have twitched right onto the floor like a fish. Okay, this is going to be a good one because she's going to stand still for a little bit. You're going to get a good close-up. We're breaking down this video as close as we can right now. I'm going to bring up the radar video here in just 2 seconds. People really want to see the dog. So when she starts chilling and I don't have to do as much work, I'll bring up the radar video and we'll watch this radar video. Something's up with this Crystal Lee, though. Come on, man. Keep with her, cameraman. Keep with her. Keep with her. There you go. Watch her now. This is where she's going to get you're gonna get clear, good shots of her.
Someone said literally, if you look it up, she has Tourette's.
If you look up, that she has Tourette's.
Yeah.
Man. Let's watch her. Like the definition.
No one's talking about how red she is. Her face is like so red.
Well, that's camera. It's just poor camera work there, and you're seeing this through processed camera. She's explaining right now where she left blood. I'm wanting to keep on her face. I'm wanting to see that face. And so we've blown her up to a proportion outside this video's resolution, but we're just wanting to see that face and kind of see what's going on in her. Cause see that twitch? That twitch ain't normal, folks. Something's up with that. There she goes again. You'll see. Look at that. That's good. Y'all seeing it right now. So the kitchen scene is where it's at. When we come back, we can definitely rewind up to the kitchen scene and show those, because this is the best shot of her doing that little twitch. And listen, Greg Slater sees this, the cops see this, they all see this. So it's not like something we're seeing and that they didn't see. But you got to understand that there's some stuff going on in there. But is it when she's lying is the question. Look at her jaw twitch. All right, she's going over to the... She's talking about the stuff on the window. Nah, there was a reach for the nose. Come on, go back. Get her, cameraman. Come on, cameraman. Help me out, bro. Stand still. Stand still, man. I'm trying to break this footage down. Get a close-up of her. This is a good shot of her face. Y'all watch her face during this. Watch her face. There's a twitch. What is that? What are you doing, Crystal? What are you doing? She's going to run upstairs now. All right. Let's see what we got here. Where you at, Crystal? What are you breaking down? Let's go get radar. We're going to get the
Big bird.
Yeah, oh, Crystal. Oh, Crystal. Going upstairs now. Oh, come on.
Did you have that tick in the courtroom? People want to know.
I know. I don't remember it, though. I don't remember that tick in the courtroom. I don't remember that tick in the courtroom at all. Oh, look at that little twitcher. Look at it. Look, it's so obvious something is up with her. The question is what does that mean? Like, I'm not a Twitch expert, but she ain't right in the head anyway. We know that, though. We know that. You can go look at the, we just did a full kind of breakthrough on this first part of the video. So if you're just joining us, we actually show this with all the other stuff. It's just, you're going to have to go back and check it out. Twitch master. We just zoomed in on her a little bit. Zoom in on the scene, looking what she's looking like. We're trying to see that twitch. Some of this isn't very good because the footage is not that great to start with. But you go back and check it out, and you can see the original video with all the audio at the very beginning of this video. We're about to pull up the raw footage of the cadaver dog. And I can tell you right now, guys, this footage is actually, you take a look for it. Here we go. Let me add this in here real quick. Media source. We've been going through all the video footage today. Oh, what am I listening to? What am I listening to online here? I hope that's not coming through y'all's ears. Here we go. Let's downloads. I had a bunch of stuff going in my ears, and I was hoping that's not coming through y'all's ears. But if it was, sorry about that. About to pull up the there we go. About to pull up the video radar. Everybody wants to see video radar, so we're going to show video radar. Here's radar. We've been watching all the source video that came out today. We're going to show Radar's video now, and let's see what you guys think. I'm interested to see what you think about Radar's video. There's no audio, and so it's interesting because there's no audio in this video, and you know, they call the, see, he's, Radar's kind of laying around. You have to understand, they put Radar up. The defense kind of tore this video apart. I'm going to be honest with you. And because Radar doesn't come over and sit down right there, doesn't just hit the mark, he moves around a little bit. He eventually goes over and sits kind of over by that ruler, but he's not marking a body. And I'm not a cadaver dog expert, so I don't want people to be upset about this. But I've actually seen cadaver dogs hit bodies under feet of ice. And so, now see, Radar sits, and they call that is an alert. Now, that's a normal behavior of a bloodhound. Like, a bloodhound's not going to be as active as a lab, or as active as a different breed of dog. But this is what the defense definitely attacked it. And so I've seen a dog hit a body under 21 feet of snow in an avalanche slide. And that dog was digging at the snow trying to get to the body. So when I see but it was a black lab. It was a different kind of dog. You know, bloodhounds are different. I'm not. This guy says his dog has 100%, has never missed a mark, but he doesn't show a strong hit. But they definitely use this video. They use this video against Patrick. Y'all still talking about old KK's reaction. See, there's the hit. That's the hit. That's what they're calling the hit. Boom. Sat down right there. And so Radar had to come up on a tractor, had to get on that hay pile on a tractor. And so it's definitely how you train them to alert. So I'm not in any way, shape, or form taking away from Radar's alert. It's just a little different than what I've seen in the past. And since they didn't have any audio for this video, they didn't show any audio for this video, it's hard to understand what's going on. But he goes there, he's smelling, definitely smelling, sniffing. But see, he's not doing anything now, and there's tension on the leash. He comes back over, and he marks right here. Now, remember, this is like 21st, 22nd. And so the body has been moved for days, has been gone for days. And so I'd much rather watch Radar, though, than watch KK. I could sit here and watch this dog all day. Let's just be honest. This dog is way more impressive than the peacock twitching KK. What I should do is throw on the raw video from tonight's. I should just throw up a piece of raw video from tonight's prayer vigil. That's what I should do. I don't know how good the audio is on this video. Oh, I can't. It's 4K right now. It's not even converted. So, all right, I'm watching chat right now for questions. If you got questions, I'll answer your questions. If you want to make a phone call and make a statement, hey, if you want to call in, I'll get my number up on the screen so you can call in. If you want to call in and make a statement about the discovery, if you want to say condolences tonight for Kelsey just call the number on the screen. I will throw it up there right now. If you didn't get to call in, had a number of people that didn't get in last call in, and they were a little upset, and so I'm gonna give you a little bit. You can call back in. So call the number on the screen if you want to talk to Dad with the phone. We can talk about any video you want, and we'll watch Radar for a little bit, because I like Radar. Whether or not he had a strong hit or not doesn't bother me.
He's much more attractive.
He's way more attractive than KK. So we'll check out Radar for a little bit. And if you want to call Dad with the phone, we'll go live right now with Dad with the phone. You can call in, give your condolences, talk about what you've seen come out. Tell us about what you think about KK. You guys have been telling us in chat what you think her Twitch is. Talk to us about that. Call me right now. Pick up that phone. It ain't that hard, kids. I don't even know how many people are watching right now. Don't even have a clue. But somebody ought to call in and give us a little statement about what they think about KK and the video that's been released. You know, man, we started asking for this like this morning, and boom, by the evening we had this video. How cool is that? So, pretty fun. Phone lines are open. Call Dad with the phone. Let us know what you think about KK. Let us know what you think about this new video. This is the first time any of you have seen this video, because unless you were in court, you didn't get to see this video. And so this is the video that they used to convict Patrick. They showed multiple accounts of this video. They showed her showing all the blood spatter, showing all that. So give us a call tonight. Tell us what you think about KK and this newly released discovery. If you want to leave condolences for Kelsey, say something nice about Kelsey. We met a lot of great people today. It was cool to see. It was cool to see people from all over come and enjoy the candlelight vigil. But if nobody's gonna call in, then I'm gonna quit asking. Forget y'all. I know y'all probably doing other stuff. It's 9:52, 10 o'clock. If nobody calls in by 10, we'll wrap this show up. Who is this? Oh, that's Sarah. People texting me. I'm like, who is that? They're not saved in my phone. Oh, we got a no caller ID. I like the no caller IDs because you never know what's going to happen. You're live with Dad with the phone.
Hey, Dad with the phone.
We'll
We've talked before.
Have we?
Yes, sir, we have. I'm the unknown caller that wouldn't tell you, but I live in Boulder.
Oh, I gotcha. So what do you think about today? What do you think about today?
I'm actually the one that made the comment about the Boulder cold.
The Boulder, she got into some Boulder powder.
Oh, I have a girlfriend that actually went to rehab because she had an issue with that with cocaine and meth, both. She's been clean for a little over a year. But when I look at her jawline, and I bet I had made some comments through the chat for you even, if you talk to your dad, he could probably even tell you, him being with the police force for as long as he had, you can tell when somebody's high, because especially if they're lying when they're high, you'll see their jawbone, you'll see like in their neck, it'll tense up. I could always tell. She'd try to tell me she wasn't high, but then she'd be clenching her teeth.
Yeah, there's a lot of clenching teeth going on. There's a lot of something's crazy, right? She's definitely not crazy, but something's going on with her. So
Yeah. Somebody said something about what's the medication that people take for if you have attention deficit?
like Adderall.
Yeah. And that I know can have similar effects on people if they don't actually have attention deficit disorder. So maybe she's taken somebody's Adderall. I know that parents have taken their children's Adderall, and from what I've been told, you can have some of the similar reactions. But I just know from seeing my girlfriend, and I used to call her out. I'd be like, "You were using today again, right?" She, no, but same type of thing. The twitching of the head and the jaw, and um, it's just, I don't know. So, but yes, you're right. I guess I see what I think everybody else sees. Myself, um, post-traumatic stress disorder. I take antidepressants, and I don't have any reactions like that. I don't, and I'm on a very light dose, but I've never ever jerked around, or, I mean, you'd have to be like, I would assume hospitalized or on a really high dose of antidepressants to be jerking around like that.
So your take is she's on some sort of coke, meth, something like that.
Something that would alter your, yeah.
Yep.
I'm like I said, the albuterol even. I mean, if that's, yeah, something that is more altering.
Yep. Well, cool. Well, thank you for calling in. Letting us have your thoughts. And
can I ask, how was the candlelight vigil? I know you can't show what you said, but
I
lit a candle
show
for
some. There's a live video of it, and it's got all the audio of it, so you can watch that live video on Facebook. I'll put it up on YouTube, and then I'll do a highlight from the candlelight vigil. Probably here in the next couple of days, so everyone can get cool close-ups and see what it was all about. But it was excellent. It was wonderful. So
that's great. I'm glad it was good, and it makes me sick that she's out walking around with her sunglasses and her hoop earrings and her whatever, and Kelsey's gone, and Kaylee doesn't have her mommy anymore. So
no, I understand.
I appreciate you doing what you do. Thanks, Dad.
Thanks. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.
All right. A lot of y'all are asking for a couple of things, so I'm going to pull up a couple of things and do that. I'm going to get a close-up of a kitchen call. A bunch of calls have come in. People, you can still call in. It looked like Ontario, Canada was calling. Somebody messaged me about 3 times saying they couldn't get through. Well, I'm on a phone call. You know what I'm saying? Dad got to take a phone call. Dad got to take a phone call. You can't be calling me while someone else. You just didn't get there fast enough. Got to be quicker. I ain't got multiple lines and a secretary. So we're going to pull up a longer kitchen clip while she's in the kitchen and get that kitchen clip that people want to see. Zoom in on the kitchen clip. So I'm going to get the zoom in going on that. As well as we got Ontario, Canada calling in. You're live with Dad with the phone.
Hey, Dad with the phone.
How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Well, it's all out now. What do you think about all this new footage?
I don't know. I'm sick to my stomach. I want to pop through my computer screen and knock her front teeth down her throat. Sorry. But my niece has Tourette's syndrome.
Okay.
And when she gets really nervous, she does that self-soothing mechanism of clicking her tongue off the roof of her mouth and protruding her jaw a bit. So it looks kind of familiar, but I'm not too sure. But the sniffling kind of, I don't know. I don't know. That girl's doing something.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so with the sniffling, there's a couple things it could be. One, she's up here in Colorado from Idaho, so and all the dry weather, this, that, and the other could be factoring the sniffling. I can't just take the sniffling and say, oh, you're definitely on meth or coke or whatever. But no, I could see how the Tourette's. If she was diagnosed with Tourette's and we just don't know that, I mean, that would.
Well, see, yeah, that's the thing but when she did her court appearance back with her lawyer when she pled guilty to tampering, which is a crock of shit as far as I'm concerned. Sorry.
Tell us what you really think. Come on, can you tell us what you really think?
That's what I really think. Actually, no, I think a lot worse, but it's not family rated, what I think of her.
Yeah, I understand.
We're going to go back. There was tinfoil on top.
She wasn't acting like that in court.
No, and that's the thing. This isn't normal. And there's a couple times when it would be one thing if it was always the same, but it's not always. It's not like she's been doing it, but she definitely. I've just put up a kitchen clip now, and we're scrolling through a kitchen clip, and this kitchen clip shows her quite a few times doing it, and it's definitely not normal.
No.
So.
No, I think she's got a deeper hand in this than what she's letting on, but that's just my personal opinion. But another thing I wanted to ask, now they were saying that fire that he had, breaks my heart, when he disposed of Kelsey's body. If it was an aluminum water trough, would that water trough not have melted, like caved in on itself? Like, you've been around the rodeo circuit. Those aluminum melts.
Yeah, I'm not.
Like, that's what I'm not understanding. If
I'm not
loaded it
I don't
into
know
the back of a cattle trailer.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to think of the story yet. Like for me,
right? Like maybe they burnt the stuff, the bags, whatever she took out of that Kelsey's home, but nah.
No, I mean no. It's definitely here's the reason why. Because shortly after this, and there'll be other people that will testify to this. Shortly after this thing happened, I had a friend pass away, and he got cremated. Now he was a rather large man, but he got cremated by a professional cremating service, and it literally took all day long to cremate him at a crematorium. And so, like, the human body is so resilient. Like, we are a special specimen. We are unlike anything else on the planet. You can burn the largest of oak trees faster than you can burn a human body. And so the human body is meant to withstand some incredible trauma, incredible force, and even fire. And so I'm not convinced, but I'm not saying that that Kelsey wasn't burned. I just think that there was probably some remains that had to be disposed of in a place more than just, that they could recover. And so I feel like somebody's not telling, the whole truth. But
no, there was a case here, the Ken and Barbie case, Paul Bernardo and Carla Homolka, back in the 90s. And she got off basically, she ended up serving 12 years, but she ended up turning on her husband. Kind of reminds me of this kind of story, but after he was sentenced, the real story came out after they had given her plea deal. and they had come across some videotapes hidden up in some vents and some other stuff that had gone on. And, man, she was in there thicker than he was. So that's why I'm leaning towards this. I don't know. This looks like a woman's hand. I'm sorry, I hate to say that, but she didn't leave these droplets of blood or this stuff here for the police to to pick up on it. No way. No. He may have helped her. I don't know, but I think the two of them are thicker than thieves. I got a bad taste in my mouth about this woman's gonna skate, man, and it's pathetic. I don't know, it just pisses me off.
It's sad. It's sad. Well, thank you. Thank you for calling and giving me your thoughts tonight.
I will. I already did, actually, but I just want to say you've done a great job, and all these naysayers saying, Dad with the phone's not all that. You're all that, trust me, and a lot more, so just keep doing what you're doing, buddy.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your kind words tonight.
Okay, you take care.
You take care. Stay warm.
Okay. Bye-bye, hon.
Bye-bye. Woo! Man, some people ain't buying it. Some people ain't buying it. What y'all thinking? Y'all thinking y'all buying it? Y'all buying Crystal's story? Y'all convinced? Is the Discovery video got you convinced? There's a lot of good action here when she runs up these stairs and goes and... If you want to call in, phone number's out there. I'm gonna crash this video pretty soon though. Couple call-ins letting us know what you think. I don't know how I buy this. I don't know if I buy her story, but they got Patrick. They got him. They got him. I think they got the right guy. I think she's involved, or I think she may have just came and cleaned up and did her thing. I don't know. Something's up though. And we'll continue to check this video out. People will continue to leave comments, and we'll watch as this stuff unfolds. We've got more video coming. They're going to release more. This isn't all they got. This whole thing was told by video evidence and a few testimonies. So you're seeing her testimony. So from the kitchen all the way to the upstairs. We're just real concerned about what this twitch is she has. What this, the way she's acting when she's telling this story. But either way, it's been a good day. We had a great time at the prayer vigil. Thank you guys for all watching in and tuning in. If you haven't seen this video, you need to play the replay. We actually... We play all this video straightforward with all the audio. We do very little interruption. And then we've come back and checked out this stuff. Pennsylvania's calling, so we got to take a phone call, right? We got to take a phone call. We can't leave on no phone call. You're live with Dad with a phone.
Hey, Michael. I have a question for you. This is Jackie from Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Now, the thing that I don't understand, or maybe I missed this, I mean, according to what came out was that, okay, so Patrick did what he did, and then Crystal didn't come out until, that Saturday? And he was, I'm guessing, driving around with that tote in the back of his truck for, 2 days?
No, so the story goes... He and the cell phone pings actually go. He's at Kelsey's house on Thanksgiving. He leaves Kelsey's house with the tote on Thanksgiving Day. He parks, according to Sean Frazee's testimony. He goes from Kelsey's house out to old Ma Frazee's house. Parks on the side of the house. He eats Thanksgiving dinner with the family, with Sean and old Ma, and then later that evening, he goes out to the Nash Ranch and puts the tote, all on Thanksgiving. This is all Thanksgiving Day. He goes out and puts the tote on top of the hay bale at the Nash Ranch. He leaves the tote there for a Thanksgiving. The next day he goes to work, and then Crystal gets down there on the 24th. I think if I'm quoting dates right, she comes down on the 24th. She does the cleanup of the apartment, goes out to the ranch where we see she tells the story of being out there during the fire. So they left. She meets him there. Then they go out to the Conoco station. She leaves the Passat at the Conoco station, gets in the truck with Patrick, goes from the Conoco station out to the Nash Ranch. They get the tote off out at the Nash Ranch and bring that back to the Frazee property in Florissant, Colorado, where then they burn that tote. So he didn't just drive around with the tote. He got rid of the tote right after Thanksgiving dinner at Old Ma's house.
Okay, but wasn't there a part where she had said that she helped him, quote unquote, unload the tote?
Yeah, that's when she unloads the tote at Old Ma's house after they come back from the Nash Ranch. So on the 24th, she's there. She cleans up. She goes out there. They park out at the She parks at the Conoco station. Gets with him. They go out, get the tote. Then they bring it back to the Nash Ranch, or not the Nash Ranch, back to Old Ma's house. She helps unload it there. Then when all that's said and done, she goes up there with his truck, leaves his truck at the Conoco station. The Conoco station is within walking distance of his house, by the way, folks. So, like, he can just walk up and he could literally walk to that Conoco station in 10-15 minutes. And so the Conoco station's right there close to his house. So she leaves his truck, or at one of the trucks at the Conoco station, and gets the Passat back and brings it back out. And then I don't know at what point she heads back home to Idaho.
Well, I just think this whole thing is disgusting, and I really think she should just rot with him.
You know, yeah, I think what's going to end up happening is if I was a betting man, if I'm making predictions, I predict that she's going to do 3 years in jail. I think the judge is going to give her the maximum sentence. Now, the question will be, will social media and the world forget about what Crystal did in 3 years? Because if not, she's going to get out in 3 years and she's never going to have a life, because everybody's going to continue to talk about it and let her know that she should be behind bars. She'd be better off behind bars than living in the free world. I think she's going to do 3 years, though. So, Crystal, if you're watching, I would prepare yourself. Listen, Dan May showed up at the prayer vigil tonight. So if the DA is going to show up at the prayer vigil, I promise you he's not going to let this woman just walk free. He has given the judge the ability to give her 3 years. Judge Sales has already showed us his disgust for this case by tacking on 156 years to the top of Patrick's life sentence. So I got to believe this girl's getting 3 years.
Well, I should get a lot more than that, but this is, yeah, it just turns my stomach. I feel so sick. I'm a mother, so I know. I can't even imagine what her mother and father are going through right now. Kelsey's I'm talking about, and the way she explained what he did to her was just horrific. And there's not even a word to explain it. It's horrible. And I just think they should have, I hope they come up with other charges somehow against her. Some way. Something.
I hear what you're screaming. Well, thanks for calling in tonight and letting us know what you think.
All right, Dad. Take care.
All right, take care. Indiana, you got to call more than once if you want to get back on, but I saw your call. I did see your call. If you want to, Marion, Indiana, if you want to call back, you better get on that phone right now. We're already past the 10 o'clock mark. I was going to shut this thing down, but we got another phone call. We'll give Marion, Indiana a chance to call in, or whoever's next, if we're going to keep it up with the phone calls. But I ain't going to sit here much longer. It's been a long day. Great day of a lot of good stuff happened. It's good for this. Remember, this morning I'm screaming for this video to get out. We need to talk about this devil. We need to let the judge know that the people are demanding, justice, and the judge will know. We know who she is, and Marion, Indiana's calling. So we're gonna pick up this phone call. You're live with Dad with a phone.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I've been following this case after the Watts case, and I just had a few questions. And first of all, I want to know why the trial was so guarded. There's so many high profile trials that are televised. Why was this one so guarded?
Probably my fault. But no, there's a couple of reasons. One, they have to, without a doubt, give Patrick Frazee a fair trial, or they put themselves in a position to have to mistrial, retrial, all kinds of little stuff, fighting with all of that. Now, as far as blocking out the media and why they didn't allow a camera in the courtroom, well, they used the excuse that early on, I don't know how far you follow back, but early on, during the trial or during the pre-hearing stuff and motion hearings, they allowed a cameraman in the courtroom. At some point during that live broadcast, that cameraman zooms in on a piece of paper that was on the podium. Now, I've explained this. He actually, and you can actually watch this video. It's live on both Dad with the Phone, but it's out there in a lot of different places. He was actually just pulling what they call white balance. So he was white balance, and you actually see the white balance change in his camera. So he zoomed in on a white piece of paper, and he pushed a little button on his camera. But the defense used that action and said, hey, we can't have the media zooming in on paperwork up at the podium. He also zoomed in on conversations that were happening from Patrick and the defense. He's like, and the defense argued, this is what the defense argued, it was, I cannot sit here and try to defend my client and try to protect information being spread throughout the media. And so both of the reasons why the judge blocked out cameras in the courtroom, both of those reasons in my mind are fair and reasonable reasons because of mistakes that were made. The courthouse is just an old courthouse. It's over 100 years old. It's super loud in there. The more people that were in there, the louder it is, the less it is, or the ability is to hear. What I can hold up hope for is that everything was recorded.
Okay.
And that when they release the official, or if people do official core request and official discovery, then they will release the audio of the trial, and we'll be able to hear not only what happened, but we'll hear the individual testimonies and not just transcripts or paperwork of those testimonies. And so that's what we can hope for. I don't think it was a huge. It's crazy because it is one of those cases that people are like, they're so guarded, but we're just talking. We're talking about a little bitty county in Colorado. Teller County is one of the smaller counties.
But why no live tweeting or sketching though? Because that
was definitely me. That was definitely I'm definitely taking credit for that one. Listen,
way to go.
At that point, they can just make up whatever reasons they want. They allowed the media. So the decorum got so strict that they said no general public could even take notes on electronic means. Yet they allowed 40 media in there to have laptops and cell phones and just said you couldn't live report or live tweet. But I know for a fact that half of those reporters were sending messages back to their news desk, which in a sense is live reporting. So there is a lot of precedent set, and I have it on pretty good authority that, the story of how social media played a part in this case is yet to be completely told, and there are other people about to tell good stories about this case, and more information about this case is going to continue to come out. And so
and I had one other question
all
about
right.
KK. Why did they, with her plea, why did they go that easy on her? Like, why was that her first offer? Why was it so easy? Like, why couldn't it have been, you may do 20 years in jail? Like Chris Watts, for example. Like, you're getting life in jail. You're not going to get the death sentence, but you know what I mean? Like, she gets 3 years max. Like, why was her from the get-go?
Yeah, let's start with this. This was about as close to the perfect crime that Patrick could commit. So without Crystal, there is absolutely no way they convict anyone in this case.
True.
Okay,
I can see that now.
And so KK denied even knowing who Kelsey was the first time. She then went home, contacted a lawyer actually out of Denver, and talked to a lawyer out of Denver, and was on call with a lawyer out of Denver. By the time the FBI finally get her to cooperate and talk, she's already lawyered up. She's already given a story to the lawyer enough to say, the lawyer knows, oh crap, we have to get the deal signed before you ever say a word. But we have to give them enough info so that they believe you can convict Patrick. And so that lawyer started working some crazy law magic in some shape or form. And, before she said a word, they may had an idea of what she was going to say, but before she even uttered a word, she had a deal signed. She had the deal that she has now signed.
That's what confuses me, is that she got that before she even said anything.
Well, that's because the devil. She's the devil. She the devil. She pulls some devil shit. He said it, and he said it. He said it out loud. He's like, holy shit.
It's
and
out there.
They knew it. They knew the second they made the deal, and the second she opened her mouth, they were like, oh, crap. Fudge, we screwed up. But I know right now, I can tell you from firsthand experience that the only person who can back out of a deal once it's been brought before the jury or before a judge, once it's been approved by a judge, the DA's brought it before a judge, it's been approved, she's pled guilty, all of that. The only person that can back out of a deal is the defendant. The state, the people do not have the ability to back out of a deal unless she breaks some sort of part of that deal or agreement in that deal. And we know that she didn't break the deal. They convicted Patrick. They got him. And that was the deal. Help us get him, right? And so they got him. She didn't break the deal.
He's dangerous. Like, I would feel scared if I had to choose between them. Like, he needs to be, gone forever. Because he's so scary. Just how many hits he's tried. His whole mindset is just... And it does corroborate with her saying that, she was scared for her and her family.
I ain't giving her none of that. I ain't giving her any of that. I'll tell you.
I will say that part, but besides that, like, just like Cheryl Barris said, like, she did everything except swing the bat. Like, so it's a very torn feeling for me, but she has the ultimate karma, honestly. If she does even 3 years, like, she's going to have to look behind her back her entire life and have
Yes,
those thoughts.
absolutely.
So she'll be punished one way or another.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, her life is never going to be the same, and now in today's society, again, social media, the internet, she will never be able to hide from this. It's not like people are going to forget who Krista Lee is, and so she's done. She's done for all intents and purposes. So, hey, thanks for calling in tonight.
Yeah, I've been following it and listening to you, and I appreciate all your good thoughts and positive followings, and I enjoy watching you.
Well, cool. Well, thanks. I enjoy you listening.
All right.
All right. We'll talk to you later. Night. Keep watching. Okay. All right. Bye-bye. Man, I bet we turn this into another good call show if I allow this to continue to go. I think the calls have slowed down. Nobody slammed my phone during that one. Y'all let me talk to her without interruptions. So we will call it a night if we can get through a closing. My name's Michael. They call me Dad with a Phone. You've been listening and watching here. If you want to push like or subscribe, that would be cool. If you don't have to. We are not gone yet, though. I'm killing my phone number. Ooh. Boop. So now if you don't know, my phone is dead. Kyle says, did I make sense? She's a narc herself. If Daddy paid her way through. All right, everybody's tired and done. I'm done. It's been a long day. Thanks for watching Dad with a Phone. This one's actually been a really good one. If you're just joining, go back and watch. We release and commentate throughout all the Discovery video, and then we do some close-ups. KK's behavior is strange, and strange behavior deserves a little bit of talk. So we'll leave it with that, and this is a shot of tonight after the memorial was over. Good night, girl. I'll be there in just 2 seconds. After the memorial was over, but this is where the memorial happened. Then you're going to go to sleep after that? All right. So we will do a full recap highlight video from the memorial, but this is a good place to end. Say a prayer tonight for the Barrett family. It has been 1 year to the date. Kelsey woke up on November 22nd, 2018. She did not go to sleep that night. I'm not happy that the last year of my life has been taken up by the Patrick Frazee murder case. The story of Kelsey, a missing mom from Colorado, Woodland Park, 8,500 feet in the mountains. But I think I'm a better person because of it. This last year, I think I've grown a ton, both understanding not only my local community, but people in general. We can show a lot more love to people around us. And although this is all good and this is real, and I would never take away from a social media community that is bound together, banded, joined together, sits there and loves each other in chat, I would never take away from that. Even though we are bound and this is real, the people around you that you can touch and feel, pull them closer, hold them a little tighter, give them a little bit more love. And just like I said tonight at the memorial, reach out and love your neighbors, the people who live around you. None of your neighbors should feel awkward to come into your house, or to not come into your house, but to knock on your door and to ask for help. None of your neighbors should feel awkward if you knocked on their door and asked for help. For whatever reason. So if you don't take anything from this year, take that. Go love your neighbors a little more.